Beyond. What's up, everybody? It's me, Greg Miller, here for Podcast Beyond, episode 140, alongside none other than the God's Guru, Colin Moriarty.
What's up, bro?
Jim Riley, the news hound.
I am not a permanent member of this podcast.
But this is your second in a row now.
I know.
Kids demand you.
Yeah, there's demand for
back to back.
How does that feel that the kids, they write into the shows, every show? We got an email
I get
day.
Facebook messages too, Twitter messages. I guess.
People say we have a good rapport, you and I.
A rapport.
We bounce off each other well.
Well, you know, there's many Greg Miller and Jim Riley stories that have not been told. And
we could write some books. We should do that one day.
Yeah, well, you know, when you go to the shuttle, or take the shuttle to work every day, as long as we did.
Yeah. Bound to things. Things are going to come up. You will notice Ryan Clement's not here, but it's not because he's not on the show.
He's dead.
He had to run to the bathroom. We are recording incredibly late today. It's 2 p.m. here in San Francisco.
Pacific Standard Time.
And I haven't even eaten lunch yet.
That's like 4 hours after our normal Podcast Beyond time.
I know.
And on top of that, it's the week before E3. Everybody's crazy. Nobody has any time. We're trying to get a good show here.
Let me tell you this.
Condensed.
All these announcements, game announcements, before E3.
Yeah.
What's going on?
We're going to talk about that a little bit, Jim. Why not? Because coming right up at the top of the Roper Report. Time for news. I never say it. I got to say it today. Sony once again said, you know what? E3, that's too far away. Let's announce a game. They announced MotorStorm Apocalypse today. What do you think of that, Colin?
It's cool. I mean, if you're into that sort of thing, it's not really my kind of
the other MotorStorms didn't do much for me.
No, me neither.
But this one, I like post-apocalyptic world, driving through destroyed places. Like it's like MotorStorm in Fallout now.
Yeah, who doesn't love post-apocalyptic worlds?
I'm not into it.
Not at all.
No, I have no interest in MotorStorm. Sorry.
Are you interested in anything anymore, Jim Riley?
I'm playing Red Dead.
Yeah?
I'm shooting animals, hunting right now.
What is the question you have asked everyone in the office today?
Okay. So this morning, I wake up like I do every morning.
That's usually how...
Check my email. I'm like, nothing this morning. Go around looking at the message boards. I see new Mortal Kombat announced. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, all right, my hands are shaking. I had to calm myself down. And
You're a big Mortal Kombat fan, apparently.
I'm not...
Hold on, Ryan's locked out of the door. We are recording late. We were worried Girl Fight might come in to interrupt us, seeing as how it is their time slot coming up soon. So we've locked the door, so the Girl Fight cannot get in once they get here.
I'm not a big fighting game fan.
Yes, but for some reason you can't get Mortal Kombat.
My childhood, you know, I can remember vividly going to the arcades, playing Mortal Kombat 2 every weekend. You're just like in my life that game.
That's the one for you.
That's the one for me.
Why didn't you get it on Sega Genesis? That's where I had Mega.
I had it on the consoles too.
Okay.
And the trailer for Mortal Kombat, new one. I think it's just called Mortal Kombat. Right?
It looks garbage.
Okay, the graphics aren't the hottest, but it looks like a high def remake of Mortal Kombat 2, which has me excited.
Okay.
There's no DC characters in it.
Which is
very
not
bloody,
exciting.
very gory. It's gonna have great fatalities.
It did not look very bloody. The one dude threw his hat into that person. There was no effect for it.
It's not done yet, Greg. All right.
I'm just saying that don't lie to the people who haven't seen the trailer.
They're saying they said in their announcement that it's going to be very, very brutal and gory.
All right. Well, you know, a lot of people say a lot of things in their announcements that don't end up being true.
Ed Boon's back. Mortal Kombat's back. Everything in the world is right now.
But is it going to be slow and boring like Mortal Kombat used to be as well?
What?
Yeah.
So far, the only other person to join you on this excitement truck is Ryan
Clements, of all people.
I'm back, guys. Came out of a portal right there.
Oh, okay.
That was what that was.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a urinal sandwich.
What do you want in your sandwich?
But were you guys not excited after seeing the movie that came out?
I finally watched that today during lunch. It was good. The live action thing was good. I liked it.
I'm told, or from what I read, it's just a test.
Not related whatsoever.
Not related. And it's just a test movie they shot for a real film.
I just don't. You know. I loved Metal. I was gonna say Metal Gear.
Yeah.
I love Metal Gear. That was a great game. Mortal Kombat on SNES. I was obsessed with it, even though it didn't have blood and all that stuff. Obviously, the Genesis version did, but those games are just kind of. That whole universe is really just boring to me.
Yeah, I feel
you can't really do much to make it
interesting.
What
I like about those games too, they also have little hidden things in them.
Smoke.
Yeah, like hidden characters in fatalities, board fatalities.
Yeah,
it was just like never seen before at a time.
That was neat. Yeah, but that's why it's kind of the allure of it's kind of worn off because we've seen that now. We know it. Babyalities, friendships.
I just like the characters. They're very out of this world.
All right.
I don't know.
Ryan, the only thing you missed was MotorStorm Apocalypse.
Do you care about MotorStorm?
Yeah, you got anything to drop in on that one? I'm excited for this one. It looks good.
Might be good.
Yeah, you know.
You're not going to play it. You guys
I might play it. I haven't played the first or second one, so it's about time I get on board.
Come on, Ryan. You really? I thought you would have played.
I played them. I never actually sat down and played through the entire game from start to finish.
Oh, okay.
I will say this about MotorStorm.
I've played both of them in
you've played them,
demos
right.
and previews, and yes.
MotorStorm, best mud in the game.
Good looking mud in MotorStorm. I'll agree with that.
Damn good mud.
Ryan, you were just telling me the other day that you won the lottery and bought a 3D television, correct?
That's correct.
What?
Are you excited that as of today, PlayStation 3 is officially 3D? You can play Wipeout, you can play Stardust, Super Stardust HD, one of your favorite games of all time. In 3D, you can also play demos for Pain and Pacific Rift MotorStorm.
Not excited because to buy the lotto ticket, I sold my PS3.
Oh man, that's weird.
Did you really buy a TV though?
It's a Greek tragedy.
Oh.
That's meta, bro.
Okay.
Does this mean
Meta, bro.
does that mean that we now have to invest in a 3D television at the office?
We do. Yes, I started that bandwagon today. I think the problem is, of course, E3 is next week, and we are all busy with other things. But we will, hopefully, the week after E3, climb on a board, go to the Best Buy.
We're gonna climb on a board.
Yeah.
We're gonna surf
how do you
there?
get around?
What's
No, we're gonna surf there. I want to go
Silver
green.
Surfer.
We can't do some skateboarding? Can't do that?
We can do
Will
that.
will drag us. Will, the intern, will drag us.
Let me just ask you this too. Riddle me this.
Okay.
Yes.
Wipeout was, I'm not really into it, but I know the game ran really fast, really smooth and stuff. Now, does it now run at like 30 frames because they have to render it twice?
Well, I can't tell you because I don't have a 3D television in the office.
I just wonder about that because I'm like the game must.
There must be like a mode that you.
I seem to recall people saying like when they showed that at CES and everything that it ran slower than 60 frames per second.
Yeah,
not 30, but it ran a little bit.
To
slower.
the one richest king listening to this that can afford both a PS3 and a 3D television, please report back to us.
Yes, let us know how that is.
Wipeout runs. Quick hits. Yakuza 4 is confirmed. It's coming in 2011. That's good news, right? That was the TGS game of the show.
Will be back.
Who? Yes, they're cutting nothing out apparently. That's what I've been told.
Cool. I haven't played 3 yet. I want to.
I'm done with that. Yakuza.
Yeah, you weren't even excited for 3. You refused to.
I bought the first one, second one, and then I was like, it's the same area every time I play that game.
Well, now you can be 4 different people. There's 4 different characters in Yakuza 4.
Can you name them all? Can you name them all?
No, you cannot name them.
No. Can you name them all?
Oh no.
Okay.
Kazuma, what do you want me to do? I haven't played it yet.
I wrote them in the story, the characters.
Oh, and I didn't memorize them?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
How dare you?
Easy, guys.
Sir.
Big news for you, Colin, here, because I know you're a big fan. The Deadliest Catch will support PlayStation Move.
Oh, isn't that great? Actually, you know what? I don't remember exactly what I reviewed the last Deadliest Catch game. Now here's an
You reviewed it?
Yeah, I reviewed it.
Really?
Weren't they? Don't they like you or something?
Yeah, well, something happened where they were
the fishermen, the captains.
Yeah, well, I guess someone told them that I used to review. Like when I was a freelancer in college, I worked for Guides and Database, and I actually also worked for IGN TV, so I'd review review TV shows rather, and I used to review the Deadliest Catch. And apparently they found out about that. So like, is Colin Moriarty worked there or whatever, and we'd like to show him our game and stuff like that. So that was like, I guess a while ago or whatever. And so I don't remember exactly what I gave it, but I remember saying that even though it was a little boring, it was actually kind of a cool game, the original one. So I'm sure it sold well enough if they're going to make another one, And obviously I don't think the first one was on PS3, so
well, there we go.
So yeah.
So yeah, I guess it's kind of cool.
PlayStation Move. What do you think? Am I going to be? Is this where I'm going to have to throw the buoy to snag the crab pots?
Yeah.
And then I get the pots and I'm moving them with the PlayStation Move. If that's how it works, I will be excited. And that might be the first PlayStation Move game
I am. That's too strenuous, bro.
That sounds like a goofy one. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I'll move some crab pots around. Try to hang onto the side of the boat or something if I get crazy.
Fight off a kraken with your fists. I'm assuming that's what they do on the show, right?
Yeah,
that's pretty much it. Yeah. Max Payne got delayed again.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
It's now pushed back somewhere between November and 2011.
It's moved out of their fiscal 10-year, which ends at the end of October.
Yeah, so it comes out early as November.
The earliest it could come out is November, but it's probably not going to.
I think it's funny too on I guess because we haven't got new box art or whatever for the object, but if you go on the object on our site, it says Max Payne whatever, and then it says Winter 2009.
Well, what's funny is that when Red Dead comes with a card that says Max Payne 3 coming soon, but I don't know.
Funny you should mention Red Dead. That just found out. We just found out that Red Dead shipped 5 million copies
in like 2 weeks.
That's a lot, Jim.
Yep.
Good for them.
I mean,
I bought it. I paid $60 for it.
I saw that you broke down.
Twitter about that.
You broke down.
It's a fantastic game.
Walked through really bad neighborhoods in San Francisco to go to the Best Buy to buy it.
I'm still trying to think of what the tagline will be for Max Payne 3. Has that ever been released?
No.
Like the tagline for the game? The trailer.
What do you think? What do you got?
That's why I was laughing to myself because I was trying to think of the most ridiculous thing and I could only come up with one thing.
Well, hit me with it.
When you take everything away from a man, he'll take everything away from you.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Okay. That is a good one. I was trying to think. Now I'm trying to think of one, but I can't come up with anything I could. I got
Take everything away from him, man. I like that one. That should be the
official
tagline of our podcast.
Podcast beyond when you take everything away from a man. Good stuff.
Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions coming. There's 4 Spider-Man in this game. We now know the 3rd, Spider-Man 2099. Jim, anything to say about that? You've seen this game in action.
I have seen it in action.
All right.
Wait, what's the fourth one?
Huh?
What's the fourth one?
Well, we don't know yet.
Do we know or no?
No, I honestly don't know. Even
That's
off the record.
why he's always like blacked out in the art
Correct.
form,
Yeah, they're
right?
slowly doing it.
What the hell is Spider-Man 2099? That's a character?
Oh, it was a comic book series. Yeah, it was all by itself.
Is it the same guy?
2099. Miguel O'Hara. No, different dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Miguel O'Hara?
That was his name.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Wild.
I did not know that.
Yeah, well, now you do.
Was he like, did he get inherited the suit or something? How does
no,
that
no.
all work?
Well, the suit doesn't mean anything. But it was.
the suit means everything.
It was that he was a geneticist. And
Okay.
This is long after the time of Spider-Man, obviously, after the
Right.
golden superhero age kind of thing.
Right.
And he was studying Spider-Man. He was trying to replicate the DNA and whatnot. And,
Okay, gotcha.
He eventually, it turns out the geneticist corporation he's working for is like evil. You know what I mean? They're doing horrible experiments. So he decides he's going to quit, walk away. His boss at the time, poisons him. And the only way for him to get over the poison, in theory, would be to die. Or continue to work for this horrible geneticist, and they'll give him the medicine to keep him going, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Instead, he says, I'm going to cure myself of this poison, runs in there, tries to use the Spider-Man DNA and stuff, and ends up getting spider powers.
Oh, Spider-Man.
Joel Spiderman.
Joel Spiderman.
Peter Spiderman.
Before we get too far off, because I wrote this down and I will forget it, remember, E3 is next week. Sony's press conference. We will be live streaming. You can go right now and bookmark the page where it'll all be happening. You can go the live blog. It'll be right there. You just put it in there. It'll email you when it's getting set to go. Go to ps3.ign.com. You can find all the information.
We got some great technology going into this one.
We got 2 good stories to close out the Roper Report. Actually, I'm sorry, a third one. But 2 game-related ones.
Okay.
Number 1, Colin, we were talking about this a second ago. The Dreamcast games are coming to the PSN.
Yeah.
Crazy Taxi and
Sonic Adventure.
And they are coming with
Trophies.
Are you excited?
Yes.
I can't wait.
Wait, they're coming with trophies?
Crazy Taxi with trophies? Sign me up, Jim
I
Riley.
didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I'll get them both.
Wow, I really didn't call that.
We were discussing whether they're going to be like, if you download a Trine. You see, you have to see what the price point of this game is going to be. If these games are going to be like $20
They're going to be
apiece,
probably $10.
$10. So you would assume that they're going to have like
a
a PSN game level trophy count as opposed to the Trine trophies or a few other games that are downloadable where they have a full roster of trophies. But it would be really nice to play, especially Sonic Adventure, because it's actually a long, meaty game with lots of trophies. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I don't think there'll be that many trophies.
I remember kind of having fun with the original Sonic Adventure,
well, at the
but
time,
I was also
you're like, hey, cool Dreamcast, yo.
Yeah, I was also young and
Yeah, I like
stupid.
Big the Cat, all right?
Big the Cat, yeah.
Big the Cat's pretty sweet.
Big purple cat fishing.
Yeah, that's all he does.
Closing out the Roper, or closing out the official game part of the Roper Report.
All right.
DJ Hero 2. It's real, Ryan.
Okay.
You are the biggest DJ Hero fan I know.
Besides Damon.
No, Damon, I don't count.
Oh,
You're
okay.
a bigger fan than he is.
Okay.
He reviewed it and loves, did well.
But I actually played it on my own time.
You went on your own time and played nonstop.
And 5-starred every song.
See,
Wow.
I don't know if Damon
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So,
Some of them I had to do on medium, but almost 90% of the songs I did on hard.
excitement level.
Not very high, only because not because I think the game's gonna be bad.
No.
I just have other things on my mind right now. I'm actually not really excited for anything.
Anything at all in life?
In the games? No games you're excited for? Are you getting is this your way of
lots
breaking
of
it to us? Are
sequels,
you
lots
leaving?
of
Are you
sequels.
No,
leaving the game
not
industry?
at all. No, never. I'm more excited for E3, the whole show, as opposed to specific games.
Uh-huh.
And I've been I've got so much on my mind. I'm actually just enjoying the games I'm playing right now. That's really all I'm doing.
Whatever. All right.
I am excited for one thing.
What's that? Final piece of the Roper Report?
Final Fantasy Versus 13, which will never come out.
Oh.
But it's still going to be awesome.
Why
when
wouldn't it come
does.
out?
It'll come out. It'll just take a really long
I
time.
think we have a question about that coming up here in a little bit.
Okay.
In the whatchamacallit.
Let me answer it for you. We still know nothing.
Damn it, you just ruined the question. All right, fine. Final piece of the Roper Report is a heartwarming tale from one Philip. I decided I was going to propose to my fiancée and went through all the proper steps. I bought a ring, called her father. I was primed and ready. In terms of the question, I was going to play it cool, going for a surprise over anything else in my proposal, as she already suspected it was coming. This time I was going to drive up to see her. She was 4 hours away like I did every weekend. On the phone, I told her I was tired from work and driving and just wanted to order some pizza. When I got there, I said hi and went to put my bags away. As she went to the kitchen to get me a slice of pizza that she had ordered, I was on my knees waiting for her with ring in hand. Before she could say a thing, I asked her the question. If I wanted to know what was coming out to stores on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation products, where would I go?
You'd go to the official IGN list of upcoming PlayStation software on all 3 platforms by the IGN editors. That was a good one. That's the first one I actually expected because I read it.
Yeah,
I
know. See, that's
was
the problem.
honestly not expecting that.
See, it's because you actually read the Beyonds, the emails.
The Beyonds.
I don't read them until Wednesday night, Thursday morning. You're always caught up. You always know what's happening. It's hard to slip anything past you.
Yeah.
I was like, where's Greg going with his email?
All right. Anyways, what do we got coming out to stores, or what came out to stores this week?
I'm going to kind of flip the script and go with the PSP first because I think we're really excited about what came out on the PSP
Yeah,
this
we
week.
are.
Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker is out. Our one Greg Miller gave it a 9.5.
You apparently make sweet
Overrated.
love to underage girls in that game.
Yeah. She's 16.
Okay.
A lot of people argued on the thread that wasn't a problem because of story stuff and also because of the fact that it was 1974. Laws were different. They're in Costa Rica. They're not in I guess in Canada, some kid said consent's 14. That doesn't sound right.
Wow.
I think there's also a chance that in Japan currently the legal limit is under 18.
There was a guy there yelling that us Westerners were too sensitive. Take what you want. Basically, we got a man in his 30s, grizzled from war, and murdering people, having sex in a box with a 16-year-old girl. Say whatever you want to take away from that, you take away from it.
well,
Is that a spoiler at all, or is that a?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I mean, here's
let me ask this, Craig. What woman would want to knock boots with you in a box?
me or Big Boss?
Oh, you or people in
I
general.
mean, Big Boss has done enough
I mean,
in
you ever
his
heard
life.
a story of a girl knocking boots in a box?
I'm sure it's happened.
I'm guaranteeing.
Yeah.
Did you see the movie
Is it called Woodstock?
I'm
They
sure
have
it's
sex next
happened
to a dumpster
today.
in that.
In fact, somewhere
Anyways,
in the
I was gonna
world.
say it's not my kind of woman.
If someone thinks that's a spoiler, you're welcome to think that. I'll tell you it has nothing to do with the story. It's a completely extra side thing, but whatever. Sorry if I ruined it for you.
Sorry, bro.
Jerks.
All right, so that's it for PSP. Nothing on PS2, of course. PS3, we have a trio of games.
All right.
Pure Football.
Okay.
Nate did not like
Nate
that
didn't like it.
one.
He gave it a 4.0.
Ugh.
I saw it running. I mean, I didn't play it, but the game certainly looked like it was 10 years old. Take from that what you will. Tiger Woods 2011 is out, or is it 2010? No, it's 2011.
Yeah.
Nate liked that. He gave it an 8.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
liked it.
Nate's getting
I
everything.
read both of those reviews for
Yep.
proofing. So if you
Yes.
see any mistakes, blame Nate.
Oh.
And finally, Green Day Rock Band is out, and Jack DeVries, our in-house freelancer, gave it an 8.3.
Ooh.
And that is all she wrote.
When we talked about it, he said there are two factors, and it's a checklist. Do you want to buy Green Day Rock Band? Here's how you find out. Do you like Rock Band? Check. Do you like Green Day? Check. You buy Green Day Rock Band.
Right.
That's all you have to do. It's easy.
It sounds
Done.
logical to me. The one thing I'm disappointed about, because I'm actually an old school Green Day fan, I don't really like their new rock opera stuff at all, is that they have Dookie, the whole Dookie set list, which is cool, but they skip Insomniac and Nimrod, which I think are also really good albums. They only have a few tracks from each of those, so that's a little disappointing. I don't want to play that American Idiot 21st Century Breakdown crap.
I don't know how it goes.
I don't want to play that. I'd be interested in it if they had more old stuff, I guess is what I'm saying. Yeah, you know?
I would not be interested in it pretty much.
I mean, I'm kind of over Rock Band. If it came out 2.5 years ago, I might.
I don't care about rock
Interest
bands.
level 0 for me with the
Wow.
Green Days.
All
Rock
right.
Bands.
-3 for me.
-3.
What's on Zombie Blog Neck, Mr. Clemens?
So on the PlayStation Store this week, if you guys didn't check it out already, we have Death Track Resurrection, which is an awesome name. Joe Danger, which Damon loved.
9.5.
Sam and Max, Episode 1, The Penal Zone. Sounds dirty. And Voodoo Dice. I thought Voodoo Dice came out already. I guess maybe
think
that
it
was
might
just
came out.
to
360.
another platform.
XBLA, I
Yeah.
think.
There's Bloody Roar 2 for the PS1 classics, and for you cats
Roar,
that
wow.
enjoy the minis, we have Lock and Chase, Cubics with 2 X's, and Vibes.
Does Vibes have a Z? Is it Vibes?
No, it's just Vibes,
it's
normal
disappointing.
Vibes. Vibes is $6.
Damn.
You might shatter for that much money. What say you?
Pick of the week.
Obviously.
Vibes.
It's got to be Metal Gear.
Yeah, I think so.
Joe Danger is awesome. I've seen Damon play it. I'm excited to play it myself. But it's a PSN download. Only so much you can do with it. Metal Gear, Peace Walker, gigantic game.
Right.
Biggest game probably
I'm looking
ever come
forward
to
to
the
it.
PSP.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm the only one who's played it, correct? You have a copy.
I have a
you
copy, yeah.
But you both have copies.
Yeah, Clemens
You've
gave me a
been
copy.
super busy.
Yeah, we'll all be at E3 next week, so time is going to be precious.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm hoping maybe
Squeeze in a few
an hour
bosses
or
there
so
at
a
the
night.
end.
Yeah,
that'd be
exactly.
awesome. That'd be awesome. Because we have quite last night. Media Mike came over. We did some co-op missions there
Right
for
on.
about 3 hours or so.
Yeah,
Great
we can
time.
certainly
Good
screw
stuff.
around with the game.
Awesome game. I'm
Wednesday night, Thursday night.
46 hours into it right now.
Jeez,
Love
man.
it.
How do you even? That's crazy. You only got the game like last week too, or something.
Yeah. It's awesome.
You're a machine.
That's
You
what
are
I
a
do. They
machine.
call me the Metal Gear Machine. They call me a Metal Gear.
Cool. So MGSPW it is.
Pick of the week, easy. Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Download it, buy it today.
Pick of the week.
Trophy tips. Anybody been playing for trophies lately?
Yeah, what have I been playing for? Actually, I've been playing Galaxy 2, which is fantastic. So I haven't been playing anything for trophies.
Yeah,
proud of you.
I've been playing PSP nonstop.
Yeah, so I don't
Unless
really
you
have
play
any.
PSP?
No. I've just been playing Heavy Rain still.
I have 2 achievements in Red Dead.
How so little?
Achievements.
I'm sorry,
are-
2 what?
Excuse me, 2 trophies in Red Dead. I've just been
me.
wandering around shooting animals, so
Well,
very distracted.
It seems like it's the consensus is that Red Dead is the best hunting game that's ever been made.
yeah, it's better
Cabela is
than
rolling
Cabela,
over in his grave.
which is a little weird.
Cabela's.
I don't know. I have fun shooting skunks.
Skunks, huh?
Yep.
That's how you spend your time.
Armadillos are in the game as well. If you can.
You shoot any
Interesting.
varmints?
I missed the armadillo. He ran away.
Any varmints?
Red Dead trophies very hard to come by.
Yeah, they're not
That's
easy.
a tough game. I watched last night Christine Steimer 100% Red Dead, and she still has like 27 trophies left to unlock.
She's playing on PS3.
Are you kidding? No, but I'm
Oh, you're
I'm
just converting?
I'm converting.
Okay.
I'm doing the metric conversion.
I think the 100% one is gold. On.
Oh yeah, it was a ton of points for her,
Yeah.
so I gotta imagine it's goal. But yeah, it was an insane commitment, and she was infuriated quite a bit trying to play blackjack. So I would
I
say
can imagine.
don't play Red Dead for trophies, but play
Yeah.
Red Dead.
Yeah.
Don't play
Play-
any Rockstar game for trophies because I guess the only other market example is Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yeah.
And that game was ridiculous
Yeah.
with the like you couldn't get anything. You had to even beat the game in under a certain amount of time to get anything for beating the game at all.
So no one writes in to yell at you. Episodes from Liberty City. You could also get trophies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't. I played that on Xbox. I forgot that was even out on PS3.
Yeah, it took forever. All right, then topic of the week. Obviously, we're all frantic. We're all very busy. We're trying to shove in a show here. It's cause E3 is next
Insane.
week. It's the big one. This is the one we've been talking about for months. This is the one Sony can't keep its mouth shut about. All it says is what's happening, where it's going to be. Caleb Lawson's walking by waving. He was invited to be on the show because he's played a lot of Peace Walker as well.
It's locked.
Yeah, it's locked. Sorry, we locked out Girl Fight. We can't let you in. E3 next week, Jim. You're the news guy. You follow the scoops. How is this show going to be? How is E3 going to be this year?
It's gonna be insane.
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 In a good way.
Yes.
A lot of good games.
There's always. I rarely leave the room.
The war room. The war room. Yeah.
No windows.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
just
no
sitting there all
room.
day.
But you love that.
What
I
time
do.
is it?
How do you think?
We're getting hamburgers.
Last year was your first E3 with IGN. for
First
sure.
week on the job.
First
too.
week on the job, I
How-
remember I was helping him fill out his registration forms.
How
Oh,
is this
man.
show going to compare to that in terms of what we see? Overall, not just Sony.
Well, I mean, it's tough to say with Sony because they announced so many stuff, so many games
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, I don't.
For me personally, I'm more interested this year because we're gonna get lots of details on Move, Natal. We got the 3DS.
Uh-huh.
Some new stuff. Maybe a Wii HD.
You think so?
No, I don't. But you never know.
Zelda's gonna be the big.
I don't know. I think this year's gonna be better than last year.
Oh, for
definitely.
sure.
Colin, why is Sony announcing so much stuff early?
The only I don't know. There's two theories I have about that because I've really been thinking about that. That's why I was so quick with an answer. The first could be that last year they couldn't keep a secret at all, so they're just getting ahead of everyone, just being like, "This is what we have," so you don't ruin it for everybody. And the second thing is that they might actually have ridiculous announcements and they just want to prime everything by getting some of the things out of the way. And I actually think it could be the latter, which would be insane, which would be absolutely insane.
That'd be really awesome.
I can't even imagine what they might have in store for us at the show, or whatever. Honestly, I think that we've talked about this already, and you guys don't think it's really that big of a deal. But I think they're gonna unload a bunch of PS2 games onto PSN, and maybe they have some exclusive announcements. I'm still thinking, like we were talking about last week, that we're gonna have the collection with Shadow of the Colossus and so. I don't know. Maybe
Those are all cool, but they don't strike me as huge.
And I think that we're gonna see Uncharted 3.
You think we're gonna see Uncharted? That would be huge.
I really do. I think I envision it as just something.
A trailer, right?
Yeah, like a trailer where it's like even maybe just Drake talking to the audience or something, and like he's in a new locale with like or something like that, and he talks for like 15 seconds, and then it's just a logo.
All right, Ryan, give it to me.
Oh man!
Give me the trailer.
I need to prep. Can you let me prep
I can
for a
keep it
second?
roll for a while. Okay.
All right, yeah, keep it rolling. Hold
I
on.
think that would be awesome because that's
I'll
like
write it out.
What got me last year, being there, was the demos they showed were so cool. Or not, I guess not even last year. Jeez, It all runs together nowadays. But I remember watching the Uncharted 2 demo, like when the building fell over and they jumped out. And then there was the Resistance 2 demo when they fought the giant. I mean, they had like these huge set pieces on screens as big as anything. You know what I mean? And that's what it's weird for right now. You figure, even though everybody knows about games that it's coming, you haven't seen much of them. If you're anyone probably listening to this podcast, not in the industry, you haven't seen Killzone 3 in motion, even though tomorrow on IGN we have a Killzone 3 3D special going up, so watch that on ps3.ign.com. And you haven't seen Little Big Planet 2 do anything really other than that trailer, which was awesome, but it wasn't like, here's how everything works, here's how we're moving, here's what's happening. MotorStorm got announced, no video came with it, just screenshots. I mean,
Infamous 2, nothing.
Infamous 2, Resistance
2 we have
3.
not seen in motion. Yeah, Resistance 3 we have not seen anything
Resistance
of.
3, the most anticipated game of all time, actually.
You're not going to the press conference, are you?
No, I can't.
Okay.
Mark Ryan.
You're gonna be back with me writing news.
Yeah, I'll probably be running on the floor still at that point.
Really?
I just want to run around on the floor for a little while.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't open up till...
After they don't start doing demos or something.
I can still get assets probably from some people and stuff. But that's what I need to do. So
I would love to have a flip cam on you if Resistance 3 got announced, because that's what I'll miss, not seeing.
Someone was saying that today, that they wanted Scott to have a camera on me during this, like when I was watching the Sony press conference on our TV or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I'm keeping hopes high. I think obviously it's gonna be very move centric or whatever, but I really do think we're gonna see Uncharted 3, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
So what do you think of Uncharted PSP, which I've been saying would come if they're gonna do it? It will be this year. They'll show something about it.
Maybe. I mean, you would think that they were going to kind of move away from the PSP, and then games like God of War and stuff like that are going to come, are forthcoming and stuff like that. So it's possible that might actually be the Uncharted announcement.
Okay. So this is a big E3. First off, I'm getting excited for it. I haven't been excited up until now, and now we're almost there. I can taste it. Getting excited. I imagine the war room in the morning at night. It's gonna be great. Clement's over here is going to be coming to the Sony press conference. This is Ryan's first Sony press conference
that I've been at.
Every year before this, he's about to come, bags packed, he's all excited, big grin, and somebody comes in and says, no, actually, you have to stay in the war room and do this. And they always tell him at the 12th hour. Like, there's no time. So we're going to set the scene right now.
Okay.
We're in there.
Okay.
Jack Trenton's been talking about
I'm not in there. I'm back. I'm remote.
The war room. You're watching on the screen.
I'm watching.
Jim's watching. I'll set it from Jim's perspective then. Jim's watching this on the internet at IGN, of course.
Drinking a Snapple.
He's watching IGN, drinking a Snapple on the screen. They're doing this whole thing. Kevin Butler's come out and talked about, Patapon 3 and Patapon HD coming to PS3, and you can see me dancing in the aisles, being excited. And then it's about to...
Sorry.
Jack Trent came out. He announced PS3 4. He announced the PSP 2 with 2 analog sticks. It's the size of a postage stamp until you spit on it, and then it gets bigger, and then you can blow it, and it'll get small. Now it's over. He's walking off stage. He goes, oh, wait, there's one more thing. The lights cut out. A trailer begins to play. This is what you hear.
I've seen a lot of things. I've seen treasure men would kill for. I've seen places men would die for. And I've seen a whole lot of death. But if you told me 15 years ago that I'd see the world end, well, hell, I'd probably believe you. Uncharted 3.
Oh, that's good.
Now, keep in mind, I just wrote that randomly in about 30 seconds.
That's exactly how I envisioned it, something like that, where you might not even see anything but the logo.
Yeah, totally. All right, there we go.
Wow.
So Uncharted 3 confirmed. There you go.
I can't do a Drake voice. That was just a
That was fine.
voice.
That was cool. That was cool.
They have to capitalize on the ridiculous popularity of Uncharted 2. I don't think they can wait. I really don't.
Sony knows that. They've got a good head on their shoulders about most stuff. I would think that they understand that they can not screw this up.
No, PSP 2.
No.
PS3 price drop.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think you're going to see much focus on PSP. I mean, personally.
No. I don't know what they're going to do.
I think if they were to do, I think I said this before, but PSP 2 would be a TGS announcement because they don't want to go head to head with 3DS.
Yeah, that's very true. And I still think the announcement of the show, much to the chagrin of Microsoft and Sony, is still inevitably going to be Zelda. So they can do what they want, but I mean,
Rockstar will not be at the show.
They never are.
So no GTA 5 announcement, if you were wondering.
They never go to either.
They could do something as part of a press conference. Remember Agent last year, right?
Yawn. For the love of God, Greg, just yawn.
I'm fighting it.
I think if you're gonna announce GTA 5, you can't just do a thing where they did with with Agent, like, oh, we have this new game from Rockstar called Agent.
No,
anyway.
they wouldn't do it where they do, hey, yeah, we have a hot new exclusive called the Agent coming, and there's no screens other than this logo, and we won't talk about it again for a year. But no, they won't do that. But they can still come out with a trailer.
But they never do go to E3, right? I mean,
no, but aren't they're doing? I thought they had some kind of presence this year.
Take-Two will be there,
Yeah.
not Rockstar.
Okay.
GTA 5 would be very nice.
Yeah.
But I think they're focusing on other stuff right now.
All right, whatever.
Manhunt 3.
Red Dead 2.
Red Dead 2, possible.
So I'm excited for E3. Colin,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
excited for the show for sure.
Actually, I want to get there and get going.
I hate
Yeah.
the planning part. I hate all
Yeah.
these spreadsheets trying to make sure I have appointments.
Lots of
Because you
anticipation.
plan out these appointments, and what's going to happen is we'll finish
It
the
never
Sony
works
conference.
out. Never
we'll
works
go
out.
to the show, and I'll have 2 hours to kill, and I'll see a whole bunch of stuff, and then my appointments will start dwindling
Right.
off because I'm seeing stuff out of order, which I'm happy about, I guess.
Yeah, you just got
I'm
to take it as
excited.
it comes.
I predict a good one.
I know where all the parties are.
Jim is excited for the parties.
Jim's gonna party every night and miraculously show up on time. every
Before I
morning.
used to like, oh, it's 10 p.m. Of course I don't know anyone at IGN, so I'm like, I'll just go back to my hotel room and sit on my bed, wait for Clayman to come back.
You just sit on your bed and don't just look at the TV, but you don't turn it on.
So this E3, I'm gonna be off the hook.
Dude, you're gonna love it.
excited.
Just don't go too crazy. You gotta save energy for us going out. Aren't we all going out? at
Final
some
night,
point?
yeah, we're going out.
Don't
Fine
trick
with that.
Ryan Clements into thinking that you locked yourself out of your room either.
God damn, that was still worst thing ever.
What
I
happened?
don't,
You
for
were
that.
well, when we tricked Clements into letting us into his room.
Oh yeah.
When I was sleeping at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
What happened?
I didn't.
That was the
Oh
big
yeah,
prank
we
they
were all
pulled.
drunk. Yeah, and
Yeah,
we told
they-
you that Brudvig was hurt or something.
Yeah.
Brudvig, I was arrested. I don't remember.
Yeah,
you
Brudvig
opened
was
the door
sick.
and we bum rushed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the one. Where,
And then it was you who picked up Clayman,
yeah,
right?
it was-
and,
yeah.
and pile
This is-
dragged him into the wooden floor. And Clayman,
That was also when
almost broke his neck.
That was also when Greg and I vowed to get IGN
Exactly.
tattoos.
That was it's a very famous day of us breaking into the IGN party that was already over with. Take
Without
off
the
our
shirts.
shirts.
Yeah, we took our
Drink whiskey and
shirts
brandy out of a giant sifter, and then for an hour,
Slam the
we're
table.
shirtless, slam the IGN logo in the middle of the table, and talk about how much we
I
love IGN.
forgot about
So,
that.
yeah, so gonna get your tattoos?
Yeah.
Really?
The agreement was when we were both EIC/now executive editors.
Greg's there, but I'm
So I'm
not
there.
there.
I gotta hold on to this job long enough for Colin
So
to
if
get
Mark
it.
Ryan leaves, then you take over.
Presumably,
Okay,
but I
so
don't
when
want
Mark Ryan leaves,
I don't
then-
want Mark Ryan to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be a
Okay.
nightmare.
E3, we're excited. Lots of good stuff coming. Oh, while I'm thinking of it, what are we doing for Podcast Beyond at E3? We always try to do something and it always falls apart.
We will this
year. It will not fall apart. I am going on Saturday to Best Buy, buying a new tape recorder, and then downloading Audacity so we can put together a very, very bootlegged, ghetto-esque episode of Podcast Beyond. I'd hope to have it up Thursday as normal, but we'll see what day. Maybe
Thursday would be a nice day. I mean, obviously that's our usual day, and that would probably be the easiest day to do it.
You figure the thing we usually like to do is have the on-the-spot segments. You know what I mean? So we string those together. The conference me and Clements are at. I'm still signing names and contracts. Things are being written. Maybe you'll hear some classic Podcast Beyond voices on that part of the podcast. Then get down the road after everybody's seen some games. Talk to them there. How the move fared. What does this all mean for the PSP?
Right.
Why they talked about everything so early.
Yeah, that'd
Lots of
be
good
great.
stuff.
You will like it.
All right then.
you will like it.
Topic of the week. We'll see you next week at
Topic
E3.
of the week.
Go to ps3.ign.com. Learn about
Jim
the live
likes the
blog.
also-
I don't. I still don't understand it.
Our own Scott Bromley told me to promote this, but we are going to have a huge E3 presence in our Twitter feed and on Facebook.
Yeah.
So definitely tune into twitter.com/IGN and facebook.com/IGN for the latest and greatest of the breaking news this side of the West Coast.
Also, tune into cheapairjordans.ign.com.
What?
Cheapairjordans.ign.com.
Check that out, bro.
Enter a code. Don't just walk away. Now we'll move on to reader mail. Nobody. Mail call. We're all that tired.
There it is.
Jim hasn't eaten a burger today, so he
I
can't
have
get
no
behind it.
energy right now.
All right, fine. Colin,
Yo,
we're going to start with people responding to what do you think? Infamous 2. You and I haven't talked about this on the podcast
that's
yet,
true. Yeah,
everybody.
we did talk about this at length.
Last week,
Oh,
Game
God.
Informer released with the new Infamous 2 information, box art, screenshots, or not box art, concept art, screenshots. Me and Colin hate it. I got to
my
talk about it
God.
on GameScoop because it had just come in. Then slowly over the weekend, more screens leaked. I actually got to hear what was happening in this game. I'm not a fan of what I've seen so far. Colin's not a fan of what
No,
he's seen
me
so
neither.
far.
No.
They've scrapped everything, Jim. You have a game that's sold well.
Sold well.
People like the universe. Why are you getting rid of everything?
they hate
Well,
you. Answer me.
it's I don't have answers for you. It's probably a marketing decision too. Like, I want this game to sell more, so how can we make this game sell more? Make Cole look different. Give him a different voice.
He looks like a douche.
Yeah, he looks like a
now,
douche.
Granted, this is all knee-jerk reaction, folks. We haven't seen the game in motion.
Yeah.
We haven't played it. We don't know. Maybe
we will.
Maybe we go to E3. Maybe it gets shown. Pray to God it gets shown. Pray to God we get to play it.
What at the beginning of the game? What at the beginning of the game? He's in all the as you say, douchey, like the hemp, and he's got the tattoos and everything. And right within the first 30 seconds, this explosion goes off, and he's like horribly scarred, and he has like partial cybernetic implants that like enhance his electricity, and then and then that would be kind of awesome.
They just need to remember what made Infamous good in the first place.
Yeah. Comic book styling.
Yep. The dark, gritty art style is everything in that game.
The screenshots look very pretty, but they don't look Infamous-y. They look sterile.
Yeah. I think I'm sure the game's going to be great. I'm sure it's going to be fun, but I just don't understand that move either.
I think you guys will come around and like it.
I'm sure I'm going to like it.
I hope we see it at E3. Come on. And then if
he has hair now.
He's got a whole bunch of weird, stupid-ass tattoos.
Chris Ostertag can't go as him for Halloween.
Yeah, this is going to be a problem. I don't know. To me, if they were going to make, they're recasting the voice, which I think is stupid, and they're, making the character completely different. So why don't you just make a new character?
Here's my problem. Here's my problem overall with the thing too, is that all these Infamous came out a year ago, meaning that these decisions were in play. Probably people were thinking about this before Infamous was even launched, making me think that at some point in a development design doc, they were like, you know what? We've gone astray. This game's not going to do all that well. It's not going to hit the way it should. We'll start.
Well, I mean, that's more of a marketing decision than it is a development decision.
Whatever. I mean, like, why have no faith in your game and then like pigeonhole yourself this way now? You know what I mean? Where I feel like they have. It's so frustrating.
What I hope they do with 2 is actually like make the good and bad karma actually,
not black and white.
Well, not black and white, but just like there's no real difference. In the end of the game.
Oh yeah, they say that there
endings are necessarily like the same. No matter what you do, no matter how bad you are, the characters in the game still act the same towards you. Occasionally, Zeke will say something over a message saying, "Hey, you're kind of a bad dude now."
Yeah,
but like the actual in-game cutscene story parts are all the same. I don't know.
All right.
I want it doesn't really affect the game that much.
They've said that they will have drastically different endings this time.
Yeah.
I hope so. And, we were talking about it too. Is that I would like to think that they're going to allow you to import your save from the old game.
I guarantee they will not. I will 100% Greg Miller guarantee that won't happen. And
it's a guarantee.
Put your stamp on it.
It's a Greg Miller guarantee.
Lock of the week. I have nothing to prove this. I do not have insider information on this. It just doesn't make sense to me why they would do it. Like how they would do that and do what they're doing in the game.
I don't know, just subtle. I would like the idea of just subtle differences, or
you start with red light.
Actually,
you could.
I won't put my stamp on it saying no, but when you look at Mass Effect and how they did something with that, I could see maybe Sucker Punch looking at that like, you know what, we could do something like that.
You'd think so,
Get
right? But then again,
about that.
3 weeks ago, I would have never said, "Oh yeah, Sucker Punch isn't going to redo the entire art style." And
I think if you come out and say, by saying that you can have your save come over the next game, that will draw interest into the first game. Keep people buying that. No?
See, now they want to shy away from that altogether.
Yeah, I don't think that
they're not getting a warm reception on our boards from people like fans like me and Colin about this. There are people out there, such as Jordan, the hopscotch champion Snyder, here, who are fine with it. But you figure right now they're like, we're moving in this direction. This is the way we're going. I don't think they want to make any references back to what they did already.
Yeah, that's going to be the one problem. Although, BioWare did it really elegantly with Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2, because Mass Effect 2 was really different than the first game.
But that was also a giant overarching plan. As soon as they put out Mass Effect 1, they said, hey, everything you do here carries over there, so, blah, blah, blah. I think Infamous is one story, and like you were talking about, they weren't that different. It doesn't, so there's no real point to making it that different. You know what I mean?
So I don't know if this is announced yet, but online multiplayer co-op.
Game Informer, of course, asked that question. They kind of dance around it. So.
I think it will have it.
Probably. Of course they will, because now everybody has to have that.
It's so unnecessary, man. Focus on the single-player campaign. Infamous was really a special game, man, and it's, it's hard to judge it based on, it's like we're judging a book,
totally
by its cover. But
hopefully at E3 they show it. Me and Colin go, oh man, we were silly not to.
I think you guys come around. I think once you see it and play it and get your hands on it, you'll like it.
If it feels the same, that's going to go a long way. Obviously, gameplay is the most important, but you can't abandon that gritty art.
Hopscotch Champion here, real quick. He was saying that Zeke and Cole were god awful characters.
They were.
So we shouldn't care why this is happening.
I thought they were.
He drops in. At least Cole doesn't look like quote generic protagonist anymore. Well, he's slightly less generic. He is the definition of a generic.
Yeah, he looks more generic now than ever.
Like they have the quote in that Game Informer article that they were, we looked at it and we're like, what would an extreme sports star like Tony Hawk? Oh,
like,
no,
really?
oh.
Yeah.
God, dude,
Gosh.
I just can't. I don't know, man. I don't understand when people criticize the characters in that game because I actually really. I played that game 4 times. I like really loved that game, so I related to the characters. I thought everything about that game was pretty brilliant. So it's just disappointing, I guess.
All right, let's get moving. We're running out of time quickly. Hey, Colin.
Yo.
Wes407935 says around 10 episodes to 150.
Mm-hmm.
Anything special planned for this momentous episode?
I think so.
What are we gonna do? What do you want? What do you want to do,
What can
fans?
we do?
Fans, I want you to
Yeah.
send us a message there at beyond@ign.com. Figure something out.
I would like. We should have maybe some special guests or something like that. Maybe we can call some readers or listeners
we
or
always
whatever.
like to call listeners.
We could record for 2 hours instead. We can record all day.
Oh my gosh.
Don't know if that's going to
How
work.
about we should record for 150 hours.
Yeah.
150 hours.
Need a bigger MacBook than that.
Ryan.
Yes.
Frenchie's got a question only for you.
Okay.
If anybody else can chime in here, I know I don't have much to say on the subject. Ryan, Beyond.
Beyond.
Specifically, but everyone can and should answer. Marry, Boff, Kill. White Knight Chronicles, Eternal Sonata, Final Fantasy 13.
Easy.
Really?
Easy.
Okay.
Ugh.
Kill with a passion.
Oh, God.
White Knight Chronicles.
Yeah.
Marry, Eternal Sonata. Boff, Final Fantasy 13.
Okay. Anybody got anything on that?
No, I don't want either of those games.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, Colin's
just-
cracking the code over there.
I'm just writing it down. You marry White Knight Chronicles.
Terrible decision.
Because it's not.
It's
because
ugly and terrible
oh
and
my
boring.
So you wouldn't marry an ugly girl if she was really nice?
Yeah, if she was really nice, is White Knight
She would
Chronicles
be a
nice?
good
No.
cook, according to the song.
I thought it was. It's funny. I don't know if he listens to the show. I can't remember his PlayStation username or whatever. I don't even want to say because I don't know if he wants it out there. But I see a guy online whenever I'm on PSN every day. All he plays is White Knight Chronicles, and his thing says like WKC 24/7 or whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool. So yeah, I would marry White Knight Chronicles. There's a lot of gameplay there. I actually like that game. I didn't hate it.
You're crazy.
You boff Eternal Sonata, and then you kill Final Fantasy 13.
Wow.
I knew that was coming.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I knew that one as soon as the question was posed.
Jim, our old friend Enzo De Gregorio writes in to say,
I know
hey,
Enzo.
Greg, you've been mispronouncing my name. It's Enzo D. Gregorio. Not Gregor. I don't know.
That was Gregorio.
Oreo like a cookie.
Gregorio.
D. Greg Oreo.
Greg to Greg.
Saying-
Okay.
in a second.
Is that,
Gregorio.
are you asking me a question? Or
No,
is that
I'm
you're
getting to
just-
it. Dear Beyond Crew, recently I've been downloading legally a lot of video game music from titles such as Heavy Rain and Metal Gear Solid
Where can you
4.
download music legally? I don't know.
iTunes.
And
yeah.
no, what'd you say? Illegally or legally?
Legally.
Okay, yeah, iTunes. And I was just wondering if you guys have ever downloaded any video game music that you really like. Jim, I know you've got a lot to say on this subject.
I do. What?
Mega Man, you download a lot. You've
Oh
downloaded
yeah,
Mega
no.
Mans?
I like to buy soundtracks from Japan.
Uh-huh.
I import very expensive, by the way.
Very expensive.
Yeah, fine tastes.
I like music from like God Hand. I like that composer. I think his name is Masafumi Takada. I think his name is. He does.
Look
Killer,
at you.
He does Killer
Yeah.
7 as well. Excellent soundtrack. I like the guys that do the Persona.
The Persona games have
Persona
awesome
and Shin Megami
tunes.
Tensei game
Yeah.
soundtracks as well. I forget the name of those people offhand.
Colin, let's not forget Shatter.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Shadow of the Colossus first soundtrack I bought too.
Shadow Class is nice.
Jim, our game of 2009, we downloaded the title track too.
Okay.
A little one called, help me out here. What is it?
What?
Rogue Warrior.
Oh, Rogue Warrior.
Rogue Warrior. Remember we used
Yes,
to
yes.
rock that on the bus shuttle to work?
Yes.
The bus shuttle.
The
I
bus.
still have it on my iPhone.
I am also about to make a big step here. I'm about to import my first soundtrack.
Peace Walker.
Yes, I'm about to import Peace Walker. It's so good.
Yeah, Metal Gear music is kind of
You're
tough
a
to
jerk.
listen to.
You're an idiot.
I like the theme.
Yeah. They have a couple really good songs. There's a Japanese song at the end. Clements is gonna love. Let's see. We're running out of time. Oh, this comes from Craig Pike. He's got one here about Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Hey guys, here's the deal. I like to take my PSP with me when I pinch a loaf at work. 9 holes of Hot Shots Golf 2, no problem.
Jeez,
but what
how long
about
you
Metal
taking
Gear
a poop
Solid
for?
Peace Walker? Do you think I could beat a level in 10, 15 minutes? Thanks for your help. Craig, what are you doing? You can fit
Man.
9 holes of Hot Shots Golf 2. There's loading in there too. That's not like instantaneous.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's crazy. Yeah, if you have that much time,
That's a hell
you
of
can
a poop.
easily do a Peace Walker mission.
That's a hell of a poop.
Yes,
isn't
you should look into what you're eating.
Yeah.
That's not good news, but
Yeah.
yes.
You might have some GI tract problems.
Some really hard boss battles in Peace Walker will require more time than that, but the majority of extra ops and just the little story mission or the missions here and there you could do, and you could always put your PSP to sleep when you do it. Don't worry about it.
Thanks, Greg.
No problem. I'm always there for helping people poop. Who would win in a fight? Asked Tommy. Evil Cole from Infamous or Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid 4? I say Cole. My friends say Snake. Who do you agree with?
Oh, wait. what are the choices?
I got Snake.
Evil Cole.
I got
Evil
Snake.
Cole or Snake? Snake would win.
Yep.
Snake beats giant machines and supernaturally powered beings all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not convinced about that.
Evil guys lose. What do you mean you're not convinced about that?
Greg,
He's got supernatural
Greg,
powers.
I love how idealistic. Well, evil guys lose.
In the games they lose, he would lose.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
You got nothing, huh?
Yeah.
Red Lightning, he's gonna shock grenade Snake, a guy who lives with grenades.
Yeah, but I mean, he could like just scale a building and jump off a building and just land on
Don't
Snake's
ever
head or
underestimate
something.
Snake. You know how many people underestimate Snake? Lots. You know how many of those people are alive? None.
He's got missiles that lock onto people. Come on now.
That's true.
Cole's gonna get caught off guard. He's gonna get taken on.
That was awesome.
Who
by
knows
the way, Jim.
what the chef grenade gonna do there? Chafe grenade. When it's gonna screw his head up.
You can call Otacon. All right, what's the next question?
All right, Achilles 001 has one for Ryan. Ryan, who is your favorite Blaze Blue character?
To play or just like design of? That's it's
Blaz
important.
Blue.
Give me both.
Both design Noelle, play Tager.
Is Noelle hot?
She's beautiful.
Yeah, she is. I don't like what's on that one. Inane Asylum writes in to answer our question about who said the PlayStation was ready or whatever. Remember we were talking last week about the sign
We
behind
got a
us
lot
there.
of these messages.
Oh, well, whatever. Inane Asylum's the one I picked. He says it was episode 74 that you said you are not ready. You can relax, Ryan. This quote emerged from the pit from the late, great Jeff Haynes during the original yearly predictions segment. While I'm here, I might as well ask a question. A lot of people are worried about Fallout New Vegas because Alpha Protocol got poor to average reviews. I'm personally not worried, especially because the framework has already been laid down by Bethesda, I should say. What do you guys think of this?
I'm
concerned.
I'm not.
You are concerned?
I am. Not that much.
Uh-huh.
Well, the thing is, Fallout 3 was already a little buggy. Colin.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. And Obsidian, I don't know. When you give that kind of game to Obsidian, okay. I don't know.
I'm not. I think it's gonna
I'm
be
not
fine.
sure how much Bethesda is like overlooking this game. I imagine very closely, but I don't know.
Here's my fantasy. Is that when Bethesda and id got married, which they had, that id was tinkering, because id makes really fine engines, and I'd like to think that they were tinkering with the game, and then they handed it off to Obsidian.
I think id's like, look, we'll join with you, but we are not helping you at all. We're id, we'll do whatever we want. Like, I don't think they share much info.
No?
I don't think so.
Because it seemed like a marriage made in heaven. Bethesda makes really solid sandboxy like games.
I imagine there's some counseling going on, or people are just looking over, but I don't think it's that deep.
Yeah.
Or it's going to save New Vegas if it needed it.
I think New Vegas is gonna be fine. It might not come out on time, but it's gonna be maybe it will. Maybe I'd like to think it's gonna come out October, November, or whatever it's supposed to come out. But
yeah, it's this fall, I think.
But
I'm not particularly worried. I think Bethesda knew what they were doing when they made the engine they did or whatever, and so for it to be just moved over to Obsidian. This is a big project.
Yeah, Obsidian gets a lot of crap for no reason. I have been playing Alpha Protocol, and it's like I want to like it a lot more than I do, but it's not horrible. I really like the idea behind the game. It's a little clunky, but it's a cool game. I would have a little faith. I think it's going to be a really fun game.
To me, New Vegas just seemed like a cash grab, so I'll wait till I actually play it. But usually cash grabs like this don't pan out that well.
We shall see.
Man, I hope it. I don't want to believe you, Jim.
That might be my most anticipated game this year for sure.
I can't believe another Fallout game's coming this year.
I'm so excited.
So big.
Mitch B says, "Hey, Beyond the Nights, I'm having some trouble deciding which game to buy. My choices are Mod Nation Racers, Red Dead Redemption, or Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker."
Red Dead.
I have never been a Metal Gear fan, but Peace Walker looks amazing. I love open world games in the Wild West, so Red Dead looks pretty good too. Kart Racers hold a special place in my heart, and I love customizing things. What do you do? Who can help me out?
I've only played one of those games.
Because you won't play the two games I gave you. They sit wrapped up on your desk, and you pretend to be a PlayStation fan. You sicken me.
I know. I sicken myself.
Ryan, you're at least a little bit better. You played one of the other games.
I've played Mod Nation. What was the other besides Red Dead?
Peace Walker.
Peace Walker. I haven't played Peace Walker yet.
Yeah, I forgot that you hadn't played Red Dead. I was including that. The answer here is that those are all great games.
Yeah.
You choose what you want to do. Obviously, yes, Red Dead is going to be a huge time suck. You can play it on your console. You'll be very happy.
Peace Walker is a huge time suck.
Peace Walker is a huge time suck too. Co-op's really a really cool part of it. Some of the bosses you have to grind if you actually wanted to beat them without somebody's help. And then Mod Nation is another awesome one if you want to create stuff and play online and whatever. You can't go wrong with any of those games.
If you want a groundbreaking, genre-defining game, Red Dead Redemption.
Really? That's what you're going to
Put
sign
my
up
stamp
on?
of
How
approval
far?
on it.
You got 2 achievements now. How far are you?
About 2 missions in the game.
Okay. So I've played more Red Dead than you have.
I've been playing 10
Groundbreaking.
hours about hunting things. That's all I've been doing is hunting things.
It sounds like he is asking a question because he might not be able to afford all 3 of those games.
Oh,
or whatever.
yeah, I hear that.
And I wonder if Mod Nation would be the right game for him because it seems like you could probably get the most
No, I
gameplay
played
out of that
the
game.
demo for that game.
Ah,
and it's
here we
just
go.
not.
Yeah, here we
like
go.
without repeating your like if you really want to play the game online feverishly, you could probably
Yeah,
do
and
that.
I mean, it's going to take you a long time to get your XP up and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's all it all depends on what you want to do and how long you want to do it.
Buy pure football instead.
There you go. No one can go wrong with that one.
Do not buy pure football.
What do we got? I got to try to end strong here.
You taking a crap?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm going
While
to
playing,
squeeze 9
hots- yeah.
holes of golf. in here.
that.
Jeez Louise.
What do you want
Oh,
on your
here's one.
sandwich?
This is an easy one to close out on. This is Aspirations 360 Beyond.
Yeah.
Greg, this might determine if I buy Peace Walker. Does the game require you to use the select button? I have an old PSP, so my select button doesn't work. That's why I didn't get Patapon 2. You don't know. You right now you can change it what it does. Mine right now does I call for codec. You never
You can
need,
map it.
You never need to call anybody for that, so don't worry about it. You're fine to get that one. His second one is also, do you guys know anything about that zombie game you reported a while back? The one that the trailer is being made for. Yeah. Called Dead Nation there, right, Clements?
Yeah.
You've played it. You like
By
it.
Housemark.
You like it quite a bit. From the little bit you played it.
Yeah,
Germany,
it was a while ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was German Games Convention or Gamescom last year.
The new trailer for E3 is already out. It's up on IGN.com right now. You can go check it out. I put a little
Is that the
blog roll on
live
it.
action one we're talking about?
Yes. There's some gameplay at the end. It
Yes.
looks
I
like
thought the gameplay looked pretty good.
yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
it looks
It's
like
fun.
another polished twin stick zombie shooter.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
excited for it. That's good enough for me. And they have already said we can expect more at E3. So tune in
Along with
next
everything
week
else.
to E3.ign.com, PS3.ign.com, PSP.ign.com. You will find plenty of things.
Guides.ign.com.
Before I pass it off, if you have a question you want answered on not next week's Beyond, because we will probably be too crowded, but the week after's Beyond, send it to beyond@ign.com. Also, Sony was nice enough to send me a little package yesterday.
Ooh.
I have 10 copies of Syphon Filter Logan Shadow for PS2.
Oh.
So, what
Best IGN's game of the PSP.
it wasn't the best PSP, but it was was it our game of the year now? It got Editor's Choice.
PSP game of the year. For
It was?
2007.
Okay, there you go. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, awesome game. Awesome game. I don't know how it plays on PS2. I've been a little busy.
Oh man.
So anyways, what I need you to do is send in your best impression of Gabe Logan to beyond@ign.com, and you will get it if you are one of the 10 best. Also, part of this package, I have an extra Uncharted 2 art book that I will toss in for the best. Gabe Logan gets the Uncharted book
nice.
and the game. Not hard. Send something in. Could be a picture, a video, whatever you want it to be. Beyond@ign.com.
May I also make a plea?
Yes.
More art. We need more art.
Well, we'd love some more art for the
We
walls,
would
yeah.
really like some more art.
do some
If you can
stuff.
make some art for us, we'll give you a nice little shout out on Podcast Beyond.
Oh, somebody too the other week wrote in on. I didn't get the chance to ask the question. They won some stuff. Me and Ryan, they won some stuff
Oh,
on
that's
an
right.
old Beyond. We said we would send it off, and we have not sent it off yet. It's been a little busy, but we'll get that out soon.
Totally forgot about that.
Ryan, get us out of here. Girl Fight is
man.
here. They're
Girl
banging
Fight,
on the
they're
doors.
clawing
They
at
are
the
banging at the
windows.
door.
3 quick things from me.
Got it.
First, thank you to let's see, where'd he go? Marcus. Marcus sent in an absolutely phenomenal song for Battle Platform Poseidon. Geddes' and I's anime.
So this is
I'm
more-
not gonna play it though because it was totally not what we wanted. But it was beautiful. It was a beautiful orchestrated thing.
He turned it in at least.
Yeah, the problem is that it's still not an anime theme. People, if you want to make a good anime theme for Battle Platform Poseidon, listen to Full Metal Panic, either seasons 1 or 2, if you want to hear a good example of what we're envisioning.
That's racist, Greg.
Anyway,
That's racist.
second thing. Here's a
No,
little.
that is not. That was just high tones. That's what anime themes are.
PSN.
And also, I was stealing
Oh
it.
God. PSN hit of the week goes to Edwin. Edwin can be hit at Idokatsu. Yeah, Idokatsu.
Don't spell it.
We just got to go for it, huh?
This is driving me crazy. What song?
PSN confirmed. And lastly,
No. You should probably spell it.
all right.
I'm only kidding.
Oh, this is a video game.
Idokatsu.
Yeah.
Idokatsu.
That would have been lame if you.
Oh, Katamari.
And lastly,
You're not doing it.
Smokey 90 wrote in because there was a community challenge in Red Dead Redemption.
Okay.
There was a free-for-all match in which the player with the most kills won that match. The winner of this week's challenge was Chow Racing. Congrats to him and thanks to those who participated. Be on the lookout for an Uncharted 2 community challenge next week. Thanks as always, Smokey 90.
Cool, thanks,
By the
Smokey.
way, Chow Racing, little Sonic Adventure reference, if I'm not mistaken. Speaking of the Sonic Adventures. As for the song for today, I just totally end the show. As for the song, we have a awesome trance song from DJ. Oh, let me think.
Shoot! Oh no!
I didn't print it out, and I kind of had the name.
All right, while he does that, remember to follow us on Twitter, IGN. Follow me on Twitter, Game Over Greggy. Follow Jim Riley on Twitter, Jim Riley.
Yeah.
Follow everybody on Facebook.
Yeah, you
go
can
get
find
a
us on
Facebook
Facebook.
friends.
I'm pretty sure that this DJ says his name, DJ Solix, because it's PSOLYX.
I think so too. I got that.
All right, so
this is an awesome tune, and I'm going to play it for you guys.
Before we go, Jim, really?
Sort of close.
That's it. It's Katamari. I was ripping off Katamari from my Pokemon. All right, great. Then we're done. Rockin' music.
Beyond
E3.